What's up, guys? So I know it's been a while and I apologize for that. I've been getting asked a lot lately, where the heck have you been? I even bumped into a subscriber of mine while I was at More Performance the other week, and he was like, hey man, you got to put out more videos. So to answer that question, where have I been? I have been busy, unfortunately. This last semester of school has been absolutely brutal. It just wrapped up last week, fortunately, and I will be switching schools, but this last semester there has been no way for me to keep up with my channel or put out videos or even do simple one takes. It has been that hectic. I have had no time to do anything else. I didn't even watch YouTube videos, much less make them. All my time was spent doing homework. I unfortunately was forced to sign up for an online class, and despite what they say about online classes being flexible, this class that I took was absolutely not flexible at all, and it ate up more time than a normal class would. So I do sincerely want to apologize to you guys for not being able to keep up with the channel like I had intended and I had hoped I would be able to do. But it's about to be the summer again and I'll have some free time. I will be out of state for a time, so I don't know how many videos I could get out, but I'm going to try and structure it so that you guys have videos to go through the summer and hopefully at least most of the way through next semester. So with that being said, I figured I'd give you an update on the car, Aurora, behind me, and some other things. So let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, the car is largely unchanged. I did switch back to my summer tire setup. If we come around the side, I have my summer tires. These are, I don't even know what they are. They are Bridgestone Potenzas RE 760 Sports, I believe. And if you watch my other video where I go around my whole mods list, I'll go into detail about my summer tire setup. So that's what this is. Front bumper swapped back over to my front lip. It actually had a crack in it previously, so I sanded it all down and used some epoxy to patch that up and repainted it, so that looks great. So other than that, the car is largely unchanged. On the back, on my trunk here, I have some of these accents that are plasti dipped, and that happened about 3 years ago, so it's starting to peel off now. It's actually held up very well, so I will be replacing that in a little bit. And also my emblems, the rear and the front Subaru emblem are kind of worn out and need retouched, so I'm going to handle that in the next few weeks. Other than that, it's not much has changed. Oh, you know what? Something has changed. The headers actually have an exhaust leak in them right now. They are Tomei unequal length. They developed a leak at the slip joints, which is pretty normal. So next week, More Performance is going to be welding that up for me. Also, the clutch pedal assembly, my whole pedal assembly for my car has a huge crack through it, and that's going to be getting fixed next week as well. So other than those two issues, everything else is running great. I will also be changing out my pads and rotors. The rotors are, I don't even know how old. They are DBA 4000 series rotors. They were on the car when I purchased it 5 years ago, and they weren't new then, but they're kind of pitted at this point, and I don't know, you know, how much more life they have. You really can't shave them down because they are slotted, and I'm okay with that. But it's time for me to replace those and replace the pads. So I ordered those from Rally Sport Direct, and they should be here in the next week or two. So to finish out this little update video, I figured I would give you guys a little Q&A. I asked questions at my 2,000 subscriber mark, which now I'm close to 3,000. Thank you all for subscribing. Even though I haven't been making videos, I've really been surprised at how many of you have subbed, even though I haven't put out a video recently. So I seriously appreciate that. And thank you for being so understanding, you know, as far as I have other things going on. For me, YouTube is a hobby. It's a side gig. So school comes first, family comes first, my career comes first, unfortunately. So I really appreciate everybody for being so understanding about that. But a couple of you did ask questions, so let me get to that. But first of all, let's check this out. Check out this sunset. Isn't that awesome? Got this awesome golden light here. I don't know. I thought that was awesome. Anyway. Boom. Awesome. Okay. This is what photographers and videographers call golden hour, because it's beautiful, beautiful golden light, and it's quickly fading. So with that being said, next to we're gonna get to the questions. So Alex asks, why did you choose an older STI over a newer one? That is a great question, and I've actually gotten it a couple times. Basically money and availability. I purchased this car back in 2010, and at the time there were no good STIs out, really. Me personally, I'm not a fan of hatchbacks. I love hatchbacks, I think they're awesome. It's just not a car that I need right now at this phase of my life. I have no need for a hatchback, although it would be sweet. You know what, I kind of lied, I could use a hatchback. But personally, my taste, I love sedans. I like the look of it, I like the rear wing. You know, it's what I'm into. So in 2010, they only were making hatchbacks. There was that weird like 08, 09 phase Subaru kind of went through, where they like killed the sedan, then they killed the hatchback. So anyway, I prefer this body style. Also, another reason I didn't go any newer than 2006 is because in 2007, that's when the government really started to crack down and add all these stupid emissions regulations. So 07 and newer STIs actually are a little bit less reliable than the older ones, at least as far as the engine goes, just because there's so much emissions bullcrap, you know, tied into your motor, plugged in, that the motors don't like that, especially the EJ257. You know, just let the engine do its thing, and the government's like, no, we want low emissions and all this stuff to save the planet. So you know, newer cars are getting more and more difficult to tune, and they just don't seem to be as happy. So that was another factor in me picking up an 06. But Alex, great question. I hope that answered it. All right, next question. Sorry if I butcher this, but Maher Mike says, how do you like Fortune coilovers, and what spring rates are you running? I've been looking to get some, but want to see if they're worth it. Thanks. I am running, at least for the springs, these are stock springs that come with Fortune. For any of you who don't know, Fortune Auto makes great coilovers. They're, I guess you can consider them budget coilovers, but they're actually very good. In my opinion, they're actually better than BC Racing, slightly, only because they have a few nicer features. They're all hand built. In fact, David Patterson just put a set on his 240 SmurfX, and I'm sure he's gonna love them. I've had mine on for almost 3 years at this point, and I love them. I'm very happy with them. But yeah, the spring rates, it's what comes standard with them. You can buy aftermarket spring rates, if that's the right word. They have several different spring rates you can choose from, depending on your car and the setup, and you know what kind of track events you're doing. If you're doing like circuit or autocross or whatever, they basically could match a spring rate that's custom for your car and will best suit your car. My car is a daily, so I stuck with what comes standard with them, and I've had no complaints. They're definitely stiffer than stock. In fact, if you have ever ridden in a stock Subaru, especially like the 2004 to 2007, the suspension is horrible from the factory. It's absolutely horrendous. It's soft, a lot softer than it should be. And it also has this like weird harmonic balance issue, where if you're on a highway, especially if it's like a concrete highway with the you know, precast sections in it, you get this real funky bounce going, and it just like it just gets worse and worse as you know, the frequency resonates with whatever speed you're going. So that's really weird, and that's a huge reason why I went with aftermarket. And not to mention my factory suspension was completely shot at that point and was clunking and all kind of other things. With that being said, I've had these on for 3 years now, and I love them. They're great, very comfortable on the highway, on long trips. Bumpy roads, we have some of the worst roads in Pittsburgh, and this car takes it like a champ. The suspension is awesome. So I love them. To answer your question, I love Fortune Auto. They're great for the money. There are better coilovers out there on the market, but they could easily cost 3 times as much. So if you're looking to upgrade your suspension and you know, just get something simple, get something started, Fortunato is the way to go, in my opinion. A side note, make sure you get the roller bearings, if that's what they're called, the radial bearings. Fortunato actually makes these bearings that go on the top of your struts for the fronts. So when you turn, you don't get this weird loud popping that a lot of budget coilovers get, and some even more expensive coilovers get. The bearing there really allows the spring to rotate independently from everything else, so you don't have weird popping sounds. Popping is just cosmetic, but it is really annoying and it sounds terrible. So that's all I have for this update video. I sincerely want to thank all you guys for sticking with this channel despite me not being able to keep up with it and put out videos regularly. I want to welcome all my new subscribers, and you're going to get a taste of this channel as I upload more videos. I have a lot planned, including how I built my rear diffuser. I also have my review of my Papago P3 dash cam coming up, and I have a lot of other things planned, so stay tuned. I'm going to try and structure it so that you know, even through the next semester and through the rest of the summer, you guys will have content to watch. My videos may not be super regular, but I want to give you guys something. So again, thanks for the questions. I hope I answered them all to your satisfaction, and again, thanks for watching. So I'll catch you guys next time.
I am kind of like him. I vlog and I make just awesome stuff, crazy awesome stuff in my Subaru STI.
Alright guys, I'm here with the David Patterson, tattooed in blue. Check out his channel, he has a lot of awesome videos, and what do you have to say, David?